Greetings all, Frog here. It's time for the Friday update from the pond for the 21st August 2015. As is my usual, I'm recording this on the 20th August. It's a Thursday night. Not as late as I've done this in the past, so it's pretty good. I'm going to take off my headphones, relax a little bit, and enjoy the atmosphere. Cranberry raspberry today. Gorgeous. So, let's talk the week in review. As you've no doubt noticed, Wednesday was not Cities Skylines. So let's start with that. I put Binding of Isaac episode number 4 into that slot. I really enjoyed playing Binding of Isaac. I'm not great at it, but if you've already watched the episode, you know that I can be successful. Spoiler alert. And I started to record Cities. Like, I didn't even actually press the record button on Cities. I thought about bringing it up. I thought about going. I was running late. I never caught ahead from missing this weekend because I went to my niece's second birthday party, as you've no doubt known if you watch any other series. I mean, if you're just watching this for the Friday update, I don't know what that says about you, but thanks, I guess. So I didn't get a good backlog at all, so I was in the weeds. I mean, I recorded all of Wednesday's videos. I mean, all of them except for Binding of Isaac on Tuesday. That's bad. And so I got around to recording Cities, and I'm just like, I already have an episode of Binding of Isaac done because I was having so much fun on Sunday recording it, or Saturday rather, before we left, that I played 2 episodes of it. And I'm like, well, at least it'll be ready for next week, right? Because I'm creating a backlog. And Cities isn't doing it for me, guys. I'm sorry. If you liked the City Skyline, you liked how it was going, you liked how it was starting, maybe I'll play it like as a stream? Maybe? We'll talk about streaming in a minute. But maybe I'll play it as a stream and just do it live, because the thought of loading that game, dealing with the idiosyncrasies, because it does not work well on Linux. It just doesn't. It's okay, but it's not great. It's not like, EU4 works great on Linux. Binding of Isaac, fantastic. All these games that I'm playing, great. But I felt like I had to fight with Cities every time, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play a city builder. I don't. I'm not really enjoying it. And when I got around to it and was about to record, and I was like, God, this feels like work. Like, well, look, I'm not doing this full time. This is a hobby. I'm doing this for fun because it's entertaining and because I like interacting with all of you people out there. And I think that is where it's all about. And if I'm not having fun playing a game, I think it comes through. Because let's be honest, the last few episodes of the Ayutthaya campaign, they weren't watched by anybody. Because I just wasn't having fun, and it came through on the camera, and it was very frustrating. There are times when I get frustrated, and I think people enjoy that bit, but that's different than not having fun. Like the revolt in CK237. So if you haven't watched that yet, take a quick glance. I'll wait. Okay, so the revolt in CK237, annoying, frustrating, right? But it didn't break my enjoyment of the game. It's just like, oh, man, that's frustrating. All right, well, let's go kick the crap out of them, right? And do I not? Stay tuned. Because that's in episodes 38, 39, and beyond, probably. Or maybe it's solved in 38, right? But it's in the future. High chance, yes, he's meowing through the door. If you can hear that, and I bet you can, that's how loud he is. That stuff doesn't bother me as much as the Ayutthaya campaign. That was just very, very frustrating. To the point that it wasn't fun, and it came through. The stats for those videos were horrible, and nobody wanted to watch them, and I don't blame you. And I don't know about the stats of Cities or not, but if I played it, I guarantee if I'd put up a video for Wednesday that was Cities, it wouldn't have been enjoyable. The stats would have been bad, and then the next one would have been non-existent because nobody would want to watch it, so I just ended it. I don't like ending a series without announcing it ahead of time, but there it is. So I'm going to do Binding of Isaac twice a week. I thought about filling it in with another EU4, but I feel an hour of EU4 a week. That's kind of my sweet spot. It feels good. So I don't want to push it right now because it still can be frustrating. The derpy AI can really get to you, but I think it'll be okay. So 3 of those a week will be fine. Binding of Isaac, Sunday and Wednesday. I think 2 days a week of Binding of Isaac will be really good. GeoGuessr, of course, every day. Factorio twice a day, and then CK2 every day. That's not going to go away. You could see all of this has been recorded. The only thing I haven't recorded for Saturday is the episode of Bob's Mods. So all of this is recorded. It will be processed. I'm actually going to edit them right when I'm done with this video. And then upload these 3, of course, overnight. and upload this, in time. I'll record the last factorial, the last 2 factorials on Friday. I've got 1 more CK2 to do and 1 more GeoGuessr. So just 4 more videos, and then the week is over. No, I guess I got to do another binding because Binding of Isaac was yoinked into Wednesday. So I've got 5 more videos to record. But once those 5 videos are done, because Factorial 115 is already finished. I actually did all of Factorial on Monday. I was having a lot of fun. I love Factorial. That's part of why I was in trouble for recording Wednesday. Oops. That's okay. So all this is done. I'm not worried about the rest of the week. We're going to be in good shape. This weekend, a lot of time for recording. Friday night, all I have to do is record the 1 episode of Bob's Mod. Actually, I might need to do that Saturday morning, only because Friday night is Cavs night. That's the local board game society that I'm part of, and I love doing it, so I'm going to be there gaming. Saturday night, I actually have a fancy dinner with my wife, so it's like date night with the wife, which is nice. My employer has a table at one of the awards banquets in town, and I'm going because our admin sent out a notice saying, "Hey, I still got 8 seats left for this table. Who wants to go?" So I said, "Can I bring my wife?" Absolutely. Boom. Done. We're in. It's a semi-formal affair. No bow tie. Well, I'll be wearing a bow tie. No tuxedos. But it'll be nice. And gentlemen, if you don't wear bow ties out there, get on that for 2 reasons. 1, you look like a gentleman in the bow tie. 2, chicks dig the bow tie. Also some guys. So that'll help out your life. I can guarantee it. Tie a bow tie. Tie your own. If you don't know how, very easy. I recommend Alton Brown's got the best one. 100% hands down. If I think about it, I'll put the link in the description. It's on YouTube. Look him out. Alton Brown. Alton Brown. Great guide on how to tie a tie. It's very easy. It's just like tying your shoe. Just from inside the shoe. So we're going to be doing that on Saturday. She's going to have Sunday off, which is rare because we don't have time off. She'll be working Saturday during the day, and then we'll go to the banquet. So we're going to go to the zoo on Sunday morning. It's not going to be all day, though. So I'll still record Saturday and Sunday. I shouldn't be as much in the weeds as we were this week. I shouldn't be struggling. It should be much more enjoyable. Okay, so we need to talk about something that's going to be spoiled. So if you don't want to know about my Factorial original campaign, stop watching. Come back on Sunday, and we'll have a chat. If you're still watching and you really don't want to be spoiled, I'm telling you, I'm going to spoil it. But what I can say is that if you're interested in the future of what might take its spot, if hypothetically it might be ending soon, stick around. But seriously, spoilers. Are you gone now? Are you ready? Okay, in 115 we launched the rocket. So I'm done with Factorio, the original series. Essentially, there's more that could be done. First off, I could wait around and do the last 3 levels of Follow a Robot Count. So all the science isn't done. I've got 3 more to do. But I don't know. We could certainly go around the lake. I never did that. Put the train around the lake. I never did all those things. But honestly, it feels like a good place to stop. We've launched the rocket. If we want to go back to it, we can absolutely go back to it. It's not that hard. But I think I'm going to give it some space, kind of like I'm giving Prison Architect some space right now, and how I gave EU4 a bit of space. I think just every now and again, just a bit of space from a series is a good idea. I'm going to still play Factorio, though. Here's my idea. Here's next week. I want to do this concept of efficiency, because the way I played Factorio up until this point has been load the belts, load the chests, make as much as you possibly can. Well, now I've seen the magic of the combinators, and the fact that you can do a set reset switch and then do very basic logic gates. You can actually do some complicated logic gates with the combinators. And I think what I want to try, it won't be possible at the beginning because you don't have combinators at the beginning. But what I want to try is race to combinators and then create an efficient factory. So the rules that I would use are this. Until we have combinators and the logic network, it doesn't have to be, not the logistics network, just the circuit network. So until we have that capability, we can load belts and load chests. Okay. Additionally, throughout the whole campaign, we can load raw resources into chests so they're ready to be used. This is not to say that we can load iron plate into chests, but that we can load iron ore. Okay, so we'll always be mining, basically, because That's to be efficient, you need to have supplies on hand. And the only way to have supplies on hand is if you have enough ore to get the job done. So the 3 types of ore, the 4 types if you count stone, all of those will be on board. Oh yeah, and this will not be with Bob's Mods. If I want insane mode, I'll do insane mode. I don't want insane mode for this one. So this is going to be efficient factorial in vanilla, with some exceptions. I'm going to play with the tree mod, so that way we can run through the trees more easily. I'm going to play with the resource monitor, and I'm going to play with the upgrade planner, and the clock. Those 4 mods, I think, are basically essential to vanilla factorial. I think they really should have been in the game from the beginning, and it's certainly something that adds a basic level to the game that is really good. And I won't create 3 resource monitors this time, unless I want to leave one in each town or something I'm doing. Bentham's doing this town thing right now, actually, which is kind of cool. I recommend checking him out if you don't watch Bentham at all. His channel is actually called Mangled Pork, and he does a lot of factorial. So if you like factorial, definitely check him out. And his thing that he's doing right now is he's creating towns. So once the towns are set up, he sort of has the same thing like I'm doing. At the beginning, you've got to just get stuff done. But then at that point, when you can finally specialize, he's going to have towns, and each town does one thing. So there's going to be an iron plate town. There's going to be a green circuit town. There's going to be a red circuit town, right? And everything will be trained in, which I think is really cool. And I don't want to duplicate what he's already doing, because I think I would get bored of it, and I want to be able to watch him. So it's not like I'd get bored of doing it. I think it'd be really cool, but that I'd stop watching him. And I want to support his stuff because it's really cool. And actually, Bentham, if for some reason you're watching this, you want to collaborate, I'm willing to fight with your computer that hates everybody else, apparently. Let's see if ours gets along. I don't know. But I want to do an efficient one. So, Fish Sandwich has no, it was Negative Root. Actually, I don't remember which one it was. But one of those 2 guys demonstrated a logic gate proof of concept that had a loop. And around the loop, just everything could pull off the loop, and you would just order things. So I want, 25 yellow belt, and you'd order it and it would deliver it, which I think is cool. And what it was is there wouldn't be 25 belts sitting around. You'd have to wait for the belt to be created. All you would have is iron plate. It would know how much iron plate to release into the system. It would release that much iron plate, and then it would create the gear wheels, and then it would create the belt, and that's what you would get. And I think that's amazing. And so I'd like to do a factory that does that. What I'd like to try and figure out how to do, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this in this one, is to create a factory that you don't need the orders. It's going to know the things that that you want, and it's just going to go there. It's going to know, we're going to program in, essentially, what it takes to get to rocket defense. And that's all it's going to do. It's not rocket defense anymore, the rocket silo. And then that's what it's going to create for us. I think it's not going to work, but I'm going to try it because I think it's really an interesting idea. And what'll certainly happen is that we can monitor things like our oil levels and other things so that we can be warned when there are problems, and we can fix them before the order gets to be an issue. Now, we might still have to program it. I don't think it's going to be smart. I don't think I could teach it. I don't think I can make it learn. But we can at least order things to keep us going. I suspect that robots will come into play, but maybe not. Maybe we can do it all with belt. But that's what I want to try. So that's the next Factorio series, is going to be the efficient Factorio with those minor restrictions in place. It's not a no crafting challenge. I'll craft stuff out of my belt if I really need to. But essentially, it's a no crafting challenge because I want to make the factory build what I need as efficiently as possible, with the exception of ore, and that we will stockpile the ore as much as we need. It may also become prohibitive to restrict the ore generation, the plate generation from the ore, so maybe what we actually have to do is have unlimited plate. I mean, as unlimited as it can be based on the ore supplies. And then go from there. Maybe we have to create plate as our basic. But other than that, no. We're only going to make so much plastic. We're only going to make so much, all the stuff. That's our goal. And we're going to use red and green network. We're going to use many different networks. It's not all going to be one circuit network. We have to just create units as it is. Maybe green will be the defining network, and then there'll be pockets of red, that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll find out. I think it's going to be a fun mission. Whether or not it's recorded in real time at the beginning, I don't know. I mean, it'll give us a lot of time to chat, right? I mean, God knows I like to talk. So, but then the rest of the stuff for next week is as per course. We'll have 3 EU4s. We'll have a couple of Binding of Isaacs. We'll have the full slate of GeoGuessr, Bob's Mods, and CK2. If you haven't been watching Bob's Mod, by the way, and you like Factorio, you got to get into Bob's Mod. That factory is so messy. It is so exciting. It's really fun. I'm loving every minute of playing that factory. And there's still more combinations. Like I don't think I'm halfway through research yet. I really don't. And I've researched a lot of stuff. That's all I've got for the episode this week. Just to recap, I will be not out of town, but I will be busy on a date Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday morning with the wife, which will be fun. And then, we'll have normal content next week, 5 videos a day, 35 videos a week, and we'll keep going. The next major break that I have is going to be in September, 10th through the 14th, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm in town, so I'll probably just play breaks and stuff. It'll be the Buckeye Game Fest. If you are a board gaming aficionado, you want to go to a relatively low-key but still very good game convention. Richard Launius will be there, for instance. He created Arkham Horror. So we have people like that do come. It's relatively inexpensive. I think it's $45 for the weekend. That's Wednesday through Sunday. And it's at the Crown Plaza in Worthington, technically, I think. I don't know. North Side. And it's a good time. And if you're there, I'm going to be wearing my frog shirt a lot, so come say hi. I have 85 subscribers now. Yay. We're 15 away from 100. It's a pretty good milestone, I think, considering that this channel's only been active since May. So May, June, July, it's been 3 months and a half. And, I think we're doing some fun things here. Definitely loving all the interaction that we've got going on. Keep commenting. Some of those GeoGuessr challenges. We were a little light on challenges this week, but that's all right. It's good to cleanse the palate, have a little aperitif now and again, a little sorbet, and then get right back into the meat of it. And that's it. At the end of September, I might be going to Vegas for a work convention. There has not been decided yet. So if I don't go, then there'll be no disruption to schedule, obviously. And if I do go, then there could be a small one. It's during the week. It's a Tuesday through Thursday sort of thing, so it shouldn't affect things. But it might. You never know. And then the big trip is in January, a whole week with the family. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out yet, although it occurs to me our flight out is on Monday morning, and our flight back is on Saturday morning. So it may not affect the schedule at all. We'll see. In the meantime, though, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. I'm not expecting people to see the updates and think, oh boy, let's watch the rest of the channel. No, this is just my vlog where I spew things for 20 minutes. At least it's all channel related. And, but still, if you liked it, like it, I like updates, but I'm kind of strange. Definitely consider subscribing, though. Take a look at all the stuff that's going on. If you're ever curious about the schedule, it is at purplefrogplays.com/schedule, and it will be there, and I'll try and keep it updated. Oh, the streaming! We can't leave yet. How could you let me leave without mentioning the stream? How'd you like the stream last week at 2 o'clock? You missed it? Yeah, so did I. I completely forgot that I said I was going to do the stream test. So if you're looking forward to the stream test and you missed it, you didn't miss it because I missed it. So sorry about that. I don't know when the next one is going to be because of the whole going on a date thing on Saturday. But, maybe I'll give it a try again. Just keep looking at the website. Keep watching the YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to try and do YouTube live streaming or if I'm going to try and do Twitch. I might do a test of both. Not at the same time. But I might try and test of both and see what happens. So be on the lookout. It'll be on Saturday if I do it, though, because on Sunday my wife is off. So I'm going to try and spend some time with her. And I think streaming doesn't make it as easy to modulate like I would like to do it. Record 3-4 videos, spend an hour with the wife. Record 3-4 videos, spend an hour with the wife. Right? You can't do that when you stream. But on Saturday, we can do that. So look for it, 1, 2-ish on Saturday for an hour or so. Just a test, just to see what things are going to go on. Maybe I'll play some Binding of Isaac. I don't know, because I don't think my computer's good enough to stream and record at the same time. But that's it. I promise. That's all I've got for you today. I hope you liked the episode. If you're waiting until 1930 to sign off, then you must have liked the episode. But definitely subscribe to the channel. Keep things going. Until next time, cheers.